Trump's legal battles, a continual struggle in U.S. politics. Former President Donald Trump remains a dominant figure in American politics, but his path is marred by ongoing legal challenges that continue to shape his political career. Even after leaving the White House, Trump has found himself entangled in several high-profile legal battles, bringing his actions and past into public scrutiny. Among the most recent controversies are the hacking of his campaign materials and his upcoming sentencing in relation to various legal cases, keeping his legal struggles at the forefront of national discourse. The campaign hacking controversy. One of the newest controversies surrounding Trump involves allegations of hacking related to his 2024 campaign materials. While details remain fluid, reports suggest that sensitive data from Trump's campaign was accessed without authorization, raising concerns about cybersecurity and the integrity of election infrastructure. Although the former president has publicly condemned the hacking, alleging that it is part of a broader conspiracy against him, the situation has thrown another wrench into his efforts to present himself as a victim of political persecution. The implications of the hacking go beyond just campaign data theft. They serve as a reminder of the vulnerability of political campaigns in the digital age. The U.S. electoral system has long been a target for cyber attacks, both domestic and foreign, and this incident underscores how high the stakes are in national politics. Trump's team has attempted to turn the narrative into one of resilience, accusing political opponents and external actors of trying to undermine his political comeback. However, the investigation into how and why the hacking occurred has only deepened the cloud of legal uncertainty surrounding Trump's latest run for office. Ongoing legal cases and sentencing. Perhaps the most pressing issue for Trump is his upcoming sentencing, related to legal battles that have been building since his presidency. Trump is currently facing a host of legal cases, ranging from his handling of classified documents to financial improprieties related to his family's business dealings. One particularly notable case involves charges of fraud linked to the Trump Organization, for which the former president has vehemently denied any wrongdoing. As Trump faces these multiple legal hurdles, his defense strategies have taken center stage in the political sphere. His legal team has consistently framed these cases as politically motivated, designed to derail his political ambitions and prevent him from securing another term in office. Trump himself has repeatedly taken to his social media platform and public rallies to characterize the charges as part of a witch hunt, rallying his base by portraying himself as a fighter against a corrupt system. The most severe of these cases could result in significant legal consequences, including financial penalties and even jail time, depending on how the trials proceed. His upcoming sentencing, in particular, is being closely watched, as it could determine not only his personal freedom, but also his future political viability. If convicted on serious charges, it could severely limit his ability to participate fully in the 2024 presidential race, or worse, render him ineligible for office. The political ramifications. Trump's legal challenges are not only a personal matter, but also a major factor in the 2024 presidential race. His status as the leading candidate in the Republican Party has made these cases politically charged, with both supporters and critics weighing in on their implications. To his supporters, Trump's legal battles are a sign of institutional overreach, an effort by his political enemies to prevent him from returning to power. To his critics, these cases represent a long overdue reckoning for actions they believe violated both legal and ethical boundaries during his time in office. The political stakes are high. As Trump navigates courtrooms and rallies his base, his legal troubles add a layer of complexity to the 2024 election. Opponents have used these cases as ammunition to attack his character and fitness for office, while Trump continues to frame himself as the outsider fighting against a corrupt establishment. The legal outcomes of these cases could swing key voter groups, particularly independents and moderate Republicans who are wary of the controversies surrounding Trump. Impact on the Republican Party. The broader Republican Party also finds itself in a precarious position. On the one hand, Trump's enduring popularity with the GOP base means that any attack on him, whether legal or political, risks alienating a large portion of voters. On the other hand, Trump's legal baggage presents a significant risk for the party, especially in general elections where independent and swing voters are critical. Republican leaders are divided between those who fully support Trump and his claims of persecution, and those who quietly hope for a new standard-bearer to emerge without the legal complications that surround Trump. Some within the party fear that continued support for Trump, particularly if his legal woes worsen, could harm the GOP's chances of winning back the White House and retaining or gaining ground in Congress. Trump's strategy moving forward. Despite the legal challenges and the looming sentencing, Trump shows no signs of backing down. His public appearances and speeches remain defiant as he continues to frame himself as the only candidate capable of taking on what he sees as a broken and corrupt system. Rallying his base around these legal battles, Trump has turned his courtroom appearances into political theater, reinforcing his narrative of victimization and fighting back against political enemies. However, as the legal process moves forward, Trump's team is faced with the real possibility that one or more of these cases could result in significant consequences. How they navigate this period will be crucial to whether Trump can sustain his political momentum or if his legal struggles ultimately prove too damaging for his 2024 bid. Conclusion. Donald Trump's ongoing legal battles are shaping the 2024 political landscape in unprecedented ways. From accusations of hacking his campaign materials to the possibility of facing jail time, Trump's legal issues are not just about the courts. They're about the future of American politics. As his sentencing approaches, the nation watches closely to see whether these legal hurdles will prevent Trump from making a full political comeback, or if they will only strengthen his resolve and appeal to his base. One thing is certain: Trump's legal struggles will remain a defining element of the 2024 election, with potential consequences for the former president, his party, and the nation as a whole.